And former New York Congressman George Santos was sentenced to 7 years in prison today. Santos pleaded guilty to wire fraud and identity theft last year and has to pay nearly $600,000 in fines. ABC's Perry Russum is in Washington with the latest.
Former Congressman George Santos sentenced today to 7 years and 3 months in prison, the maximum penalty on charges of wire fraud and aggravated identity theft. Santos crying in court, struggling to speak as he tried to express his remorse. Santos saying he undermined the faith in the institutions he swore to uphold. He fiercely maintained his innocence.
I'm going to fight the witch hunt. I'm going to take care of clearing my name, and I look forward to doing that.
Before ultimately pleading guilty last summer.
Pleading guilty is a step I never imagined I take, but it is a necessary one because it is the right thing to do.
Prosecutors say the 36-year-old charged donor credit cards without authorization, bought designer clothes with campaign money, and took unemployment benefits while working. Prosecutors calling it a brazen web of deceit.
He'll finally be held to account for his actions.
Santos was once seen as a rising star in the Republican Party, but barely served a year in Congress before being kicked out by his colleagues in 2023. Prosecutors argued Santos remained unrepentant for his crimes, asking the judge for the maximum sentence of 7 years and 3 months. As a part of his plea deal, Santos agreed to pay nearly $600,000 in fines. The judge delaying his sentencing by more than 2 months after Santos asked for more time so he could make money off his podcast to help pay his fines. In a letter to the judge this week, Santos says he takes full responsibility for his crimes, but he was not happy with the way he's been treated by the Department of Justice. He says he felt like prosecutors were trying to drop an anvil on his head. Perry Russum, ABC News, Washington.